everyone, Brian Matish here, and I figured I'd do another What's in My Bag series because the first one I did, I was on my way to Detroit to do kind of like an urban exploration shoot for a couple of days. Tomorrow morning I'm leaving for Death Valley to teach a workshop with my good buddy James Brandon, and the gear that I'm taking is a bit different from what I took to Detroit because the needs are different. You're on one hand in Detroit, it was very much kind of a tight enclosed architecture, and here we're going to be in kind of very spread out landscapes and vistas. So what I thought I'd do is show you what I'm going to be bringing. So to start, let's start with the cameras. I'm taking two cameras with me. The first one is the Sony a7R. This is going to be my primary camera for the landscape shooting. It's nice to have 36 megapixels, although I'd be just as happy with the a7 II, which I'm not going to bring because I'm still waiting for Really Right Stuff to release their L plate made for the a7 II. I was kind of using the plate made for the a7 series on the a7 II. It's functional, but it's not quite there, so I just don't want to take a chance with that when I'm in the field. For my backup camera slash all my night shooting, I'm taking the ultra capable Sony a7S. This is going to be used very heavily once the sun starts to set, and we're going to do some astral photography on the racetrack and hopefully in Badwater Basin or on Badwater Basin. This is going to be that camera. So for whatever reason, if the a7R goes out on me, I'll have the a7S as a backup, but it's also going to be my primary low light camera, as well as for any video. And speaking of video, I'll be trying to do some video in the field. I'm going to be bringing this Sennheiser lapel mic that I'm using for this video. I also have this Rode shotgun mic that I'm going to be bringing with me just to have in the field. Now going on to the lenses. So we've got the basic setup here. I'm going to start with my ultra wide. This is the Sony FE 16 to 35 millimeter f4. Crazy good lens. I love this lens so much. So this is going to be my ultra wide angle lens. The mid range is the Sony FE 24 to 70 f4. This is just an overall great lens for your mid range focal lengths. And then I'm going to step things up for this shoot. This is the 70 to 400 f4 to 5.6 A mount lens by Sony. And so this is a much larger lens than the E mount counterpart for full frame cameras, which is a 70 to 200. I don't know. I probably want to use or have the extra focal length, so this is why I'm kind of going with this. It's heavier, it's bigger, but I suspect it's going to be worth it out there. To complement that, I'm actually also bringing my Sony 2x teleconverter. So this is going to double my focal length, albeit at a 2-stop loss, which is, oh no, actually, sorry, scratch that. This is a 1.4x teleconverter. I thought I had the 2x. This is the 1.4x, so I'm not going to get quite 2 time stops, but I will get only a 1-stop loss in aperture. So that's good. And then, of course, no trip would be complete without my beautiful 16 millimeter A mount fisheye, f2.8. Dubbed the Funk Buster TNG. So this is going to go with me. It always goes with me, and so it's going to go with me to Death Valley, just in case I get really low to the ground. I can picture the salt flats, the kind of geometric patterns that they make, the kind of octagons, and so getting really low and really distorting that. So that's in terms of lenses. That's what I'm going to take with me. Of course, I've got my shutter release cable. This always goes with me. I'm bringing my entire complement of Format high-tech filters. I've got the Firecrest line in here, which is their new glass filters. 3-stop, 6-stop, 10-stop, 13-stop, no, 16-stop, and then a 3-stop soft grad ND filter along with 2 polarizer filters, 2 circular polarizers. So those are my filters. Next up, got the standard complement of SD cards for my cameras. I am bringing my little f-stop battery case. I've got 7 batteries in here just in case. to charge batteries, I've got this dual charger, bought it on Amazon. It's great for travel because it lets me charge two of the batteries at once, which is huge because the Sony cameras actually do take batteries quite heavily. This is just a AA battery pack. This is specifically for the microphones that I'm using right now, as well as this Coast flashlight that I'm going to use in dark situations and maybe to light paint. This takes AA batteries. So I've got these. I'll buy some more probably when I land. For utility, I've got this Really Right Stuff MTX tool. And so it's actually wonderful because what you can do is you could unscrew it, and then there are all these different bits here that essentially turn this into a screwdriver. And it's great in case your tripod leg gets loose and you want to tighten it up, or you just need to tighten something up. It has regular screwdriver bits as well. Got the Nikon pen, the only thing I own by Nikon. This is great just to clean my lens. It's got a little feather brush and this kind of surface cleaner thing that I don't really use too much. Then there are the microfiber cloths. I buy these in bulk from Amazon. They're fantastic, actually, this quality right here. It's called Magic Fiber. Really happy with that. For tripods, I've got, well, I'm taking this big boy here. This is the Really Right Stuff TVC 34L tripod with a BH55 ball head. It gets really high. It also, because it doesn't have a center column, I can get really low. So that's why I want to bring it. To support the tripod, it's got the rubber feet on it, but I've also got these, I've got the spiked feet, just in case we're going to be in some sandy kind of dune environments and I want to drive the tripod leg into the sand. And then also these kind of rock claw feet. These are fantastic for gripping onto rocky surfaces or rocky walls. So I've got a set of 3 of each of those. Those are going to come with me. And I'm going to check those. I'm actually going to check a bag for this trip because I don't want to worry about them confiscating spiked feet. They've never done that before, so knock on wood. I love this thing. This is what is this? It's called Outlets to Go 3 USB, made by Monster. I got it on Amazon. It's great because it's just a simple thing. It really folds on itself really nicely, but it gives you 3 regular power outlets and 1 USB. So this is just one of those things that I think everyone should have with them, because you always go to those hotels and there's like 1 or 2 open outlets, and it just makes charging a nightmare. So this gives me the ability to charge everything. Of course, I've got this Anchor battery pack for my phone or my tablet or anything I need to charge on the fly. Miscellaneous cables. I've got this headlamp. I bought this headlamp. It's a Petzl. I bought it from REI a couple of months ago, and I absolutely love it. It actually can sense the amount of, I guess, available light or darkness, and it'll adjust the intensity of the beam accordingly. It also has a really nice red light on it so that it won't disrupt your night vision. So that's for the gear for, you know, outdoors and stuff. The actual hardware that I'm going to use to edit images and offload images, I've got my 13-inch MacBook Pro Retina, which is downstairs. Taking my Wacom, I have a small Wacom Intuos 5 tablet that I'm going to take with me because we're going to do some post-processing modules as part of the workshop, and I use my tablet with me pretty religiously. Now, for importing, my primary drive, I'm taking my G Technology 512 gigabyte SSD drive. I'm doing a lot more video, and having an SSD drive that's this big in terms of capacity, but yet still so small, is wonderful. I'm also going to pair that. This just came out at CES last week. This is the G-Tech EV ATC, so it's an all-terrain case. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to pop it open, and I'm going to put the SSD drive in here. So this is the drive that's going to go with me in the field, and I feel just a lot better having this drive because it's shock resistant and dust resistant, water resistant. And it's got a really nice Thunderbolt cable tethered right in. So I don't need to expose the hard drive for anything. I just need to connect it to the computer and it's good to go. And it's just peace of mind because These kinds of places, it's not uncommon. I'll just kind of offload some images, especially on a workshop if I want to show the students what I'm doing, if they want to kind of get an idea. Much rather than just kind of chimp off of the camera, we just go to the back of the Jeep, connect the SD card, and I could show it to them. And if anything happens, I'm not worried because this is pretty rock solid. If you get one of these ATC cases, you can also get, this is a G Drive EV RAW. So this drive is a 1 terabyte, it's a regular hard drive, 7200 RPM, so it's nice and fast. Both drives, the SSD and this drive here, have a USB 3 bus on it, but if you use the ATC case, you can get Thunderbolt. So this is gonna be my backup. This is gonna stay in the hotel room. I get home and I'm gonna synchronize this hard drive to this hard drive, and this just kind of stays in the hotel room, just in case. I really don't wanna take any chances. And that's pretty much it. I have my just business cards from Moo. I really like Moo cards because I like that kind of rounded edge, and I can select different images. I usually try to bring business cards with me wherever I go. You never know. And then I think the last thing is just my camera strap. This is a CSLR. I think I said in the last video I really hate camera straps. I don't like using them, but sometimes you just need them. So that's that. Now, all of this will get packed up in my, for this trip I'm taking my f-stop Talopa bag. So this bag's made by f-stop gear, and the reason why I'm taking my Talopa is because the internal ICU, the kind of compartment where you put the gear, it has a pocket large enough for me to hold the 70-400 mounted or unmounted. Which is really important, including with the gigantic lens hood. And so I don't want to have to fiddle around with having to deal with different pockets. I just want everything accessible. The Talopa is the perfect size for that, and so that's why I'm going to be taking that bag. So I hope this kind of helps illustrate what I'm taking and why I'm taking it. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments, and I'll be sure to share images and videos along the way with this trip to Death Valley. See you next time.